Right. Hello everyone. I was going to talk about a topic today that everybody's struggled with in the past. If you've ever tried to hang a picture or a shelf, or especially today with these flat screen TVs, some kind of a TV mount, you have to find the studs. And I'm going to show you just a couple of different ways that I find studs in the walls. Some people frame houses differently, and they all pass code. Let me give you a couple of examples. When they cut in a window or a door, everybody goes, well, you can just grab a tape and run off in every 16 inches. But if they put that door or window in, sometimes that count will be off. Okay? Some people, when they frame to save a few studs, they'll go every 16 inches on center or 24 inches on center, and then when it comes to the door or the window, they'll place the window in and start their count off again. Okay, and that saves them a few studs throughout the house. All this is leading up to, it's difficult to find a stud off of math. You just got to kind of figure out where they are. I'm going to show you some of the tricks that I use to find those studs. Before I get started, I'm going to talk about special walls. You got to be careful of special walls. What I mean by that is, maybe on the other side of this wall is where the fuse breaker or the fuse box or the breaker box is. That takes up a lot of this cavity, and a lot of wires are being fed into it. Where this is an outside wall, there's just really one wire going through it. Plumbing's the same way. If it's a heavy wall, say there's a washer and dryer on the other side, or a bathroom, you could have some issues. It's good to always get an outline of what's around the work that you're working on, if that made any sense at all. The first thing a lot of people do is they'll try to tap the wall. Now that sounds like a stud right there, and then it goes hollow again. Okay? A real quick way though is to start with an outlet. Outlets and switches, but primarily outlets. Now you know this box, unless it's a rework box, meaning it has little wings that hold it to the sheetrock, has a stud either on this side or this side. Now the easiest way to find out is just pull the plate and see if you see any screws or actually the wood. And I know that it's on this side. So right here is a stud, and you could then take your tape, go over 16 inches, and find your other studs. Okay, so just grab your tape and stretch across. So first tip would be start with an outlet and work right and left of that, and you'll find your studs. Another way is pop nail heads. I'm going to be doing some more, but right here is a pop nail head. Okay. Let me see if I have any other ones. But sometimes you can see that. Another way is to look down the wall and see if you see a bump. That's a lot of times when they're covering up the screw heads. That would be where the stud is. So you got some ideas there. Again, the best way, find an outlet, find out if the stud's on the right or the left of that box, and then run your tape for 16 inches. I have never had much luck with something like this. This is a stud finder. I've owned many of them. I've owned some that would detect metal pipe, some that would detect electricity flowing. And what you do is you stick it on the wall, let it get set, and then move it right or left. And it just went past that stud right there. Let's try it again. Okay. You mark it, come 1.5 inches over, and that's the outer edge of that stud. Let's try it again. Yep. So right here is a stud. Again, work 16 inches over, and you'll find them. I don't like these. let me show you what I do like. I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube, and it's the Stud Buddy. And it's simply a magnet. And it finds the screw heads that's holding the sheetrock. I really like this. It's almost foolproof. Just kind of scan your wall. Right there. Take a look. You just mark that. That's the center of your stud. And then, you know, kind of go over a little bit, about 16 inches. They didn't put a lot of screws in this. Right there's another one. Look how fantastic that is. Right there. It's flawless. I really like it. Right there. It's about $10. I purchased this one at Home Depot. I'm sure all the big box stores have it. But if you want something that has no batteries, does not break, this is the answer to finding where to hang your pictures off of, your shelves off of, your TV mounts, like I said. It's just fantastic. I hope this really helps. It's a good tip. I'll catch you on the next one.